have a suggestion for Ozpost if you're watching this. It's great that they give us bags. Good service. Everybody knows who uses these bags, but the ink gets on your hands and you have black hands. And then you have to get an unfiltered shower to shower it all off. Like if you look in the store, it will say like 9.15, but a lot of that was me testing it in the beginning. But we've actually hit our 900th legit order today, which is 90% to 100, 90% to 1,000.
What's cracking?
Just chatting.
Shit, yeah, baby.
What do you think, from your perspective, needs to happen moving forward with the brand?
I think I'm holding off. So we work with an email team as well, one of my best mates, and I'm almost holding off moving forward with website and reskinning any of the flows until I feel comfortable in our visual identity.
Okay, cool. That's great to hear.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
One thing that like Alex and I were talking about, like even from a visual identity perspective, like how much flexibility do you have about adding stuff onto this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it might cost a bit more, but
Yeah.
we can basically do what we want.
Yeah, cool. Because even like having ideas, like actually sharing the brand mission, giving your users a reminder, like every day you shower.
Yeah.
Why does this thing here? It's like, oh, it's for better health, better skin, whatever. Showing that on the product as well
that'd be great.
could be really important. And then that just leads into like a bit of an alley for every piece of content that we do, sort of anchored toward this one idea.
So even though we're going to do a brand refresh, the website needs some love. So that's what I've been working on for the past couple of days. And we're getting there. A lot more minimal. So yeah, the website needs some love at the moment. That's one sad order. It's been very slow the past few days. It's ever since I changed the price. But I changed it back and it's still pooping itself.
Do you think it's because of the price or?
I don't know, man. Maybe the ads pooped themselves because they were like, true, these people who normally buy aren't buying, so they tried to find someone else and then I put the price back and then it's still trying to find other people. I don't know. Alright, Doreen. You know, Doreen, she is one of our best customers. This is her 4th order. She bought a filter, then some refills, now she's coming back, she's bought 2 more filters. So I reckon she's either stocking out the whole house or she's gifting it to family and friends. True fan right there.
Welcome to Pixel Factory, where all your craziest ideas come to life. One of my goals for last year was to model in a shoot. And this wasn't quite what I had in mind, but I'll take it. It's a starting point. So
we're running into some difficulties. This is a real shower curtain from IKEA. That's what we've been using to fuse things lately. We've got 2 lights just punching 100% in here, hitting the shower curtain. Brock will be on this side. It'll all be silhouetted. You can see in the reflection here. We need water to hit Brock, which we can do from the watering can. But we also need it to come out of this little part here. And I think if it doesn't come out of here, it's going to look a bit phony or hokey.
Can I give it a demo?
Yeah.
okay, I need to remember how to have a shower. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, that will work.
Do you say that will work or it won't?
I think that will work.
Okay, cool.
Georgia will go with the water.
Okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Rock ready,
Yep.
action. Yeah, alright, good, and go. I just had one campaign running for probably 3 months and I was just dropping new creatives in it. It just got a bit messy. I've basically just planned out a new campaign where I'm taking 7 of the best performers previously and just making sure I've got a bit of a content mix between founder content, between skin health, between hair, between objection handling. And then I'm just going to drop it all into a new campaign for 10 ads, $200 a day. And we'll see how it performs. And I've also just redone the product page. I did have some like liquid glass kind of style stuff, but it looked a bit cheap. So I've just kind of simplified it a little bit. So white space, black CTAs. I also removed the product renders. So before there was like a render of the filter on a white background. Again, it just looked a bit cheap and didn't scream the natural aesthetic. Well, something like a small win is this trust badge. You can see it straight away, trusted by wellness experts, and you can see their pictures. So it just reinforces the idea that this is something that isn't woo-woo, because I think some people probably look at these products and think, yeah, but there's loads of these, or how do we know it's good? And then we've also got this where you can go through different pain points and read reviews from other people who, you know, if one of your things is hair loss or dry hair, you can come in here and see how other people have reacted. So we've just crossed 950 orders. It's been slower than expected, but we've redone the website, relaunched a new ad campaign, working on some email campaigns, Valentine's Day campaign coming up, and it's our first birthday next month. So even though it's been slow start to the year, there's lots happening. 1,000 orders is not that far. Is that doable? Can I put it in this? Is this what these are for? I ordered 1,000 more paper mailers, but we've run out. They are actually due today, so it's perfect timing. But they're not here. Reckon that would be enough? Nah, surely not.
Just vibes, yeah, pure vibes.
Nice.
Vibes, pure vibes.
The what go can be the best use of like the thing you do after your day. Like it's your after heat exposure, it's your after exertion, it's your after everything, and you do a campaign that is like showing the polarity of like the things people do, and then their reset is their shower. Not feeling like we can market it to a certain type of person, and the type of person needs to be a natural health person, whereas like we can market it to everyone. Not that I'm saying we need to look like Aesop, but even looking at Aesop and like the elevated feel that they have on their website, where they show like the ingredients of what's in them. And I think if we were to go down like the Hero Australia path, speaking about minerals is like a massive part of Australia as well. So I think talking about all that kind of stuff could be shot in such a way that's really beautiful.
It's nice that we can put some logos. Just launched a Valentine's Day campaign now for ads, so we'll see how that goes as well. I think the fact that it was shared to stories was really kicking it off because everyone's seeing it. Because the last one we did was like a UGC video of me, and I feel like people were really less inclined to share it because it's just some random guy. But this is like a really nice, like you see the brand that you probably associate with, it's nice imagery. It's not a lot to ask.
But we can also probably see, even from a likes engagement perspective, like what people engaged with first, and like what image they liked it on, and what,
True.
yeah, where they shared it from, and things like that. So we can look at that from organic reach.
I was just saying to Alex, but you can set up all these different markets in Shopify. So I've set up the UK market, so all the pricing and everything. So I'm thinking that after Valentine's Day, when we get rid of all the free express shipping, I'll do like a lean test where there'll still be some Australia language on there, but run ads in the UK, see if we get any bites, see if we get some add to carts. Yeah. And if it looks promising, then we'll upgrade our Shopify and actually launch like a separate tweaked UK site. Yeah. Crazy milestone today. This order is very special because it's our first international order. So we had this plan to start testing new markets this year. I set up New Zealand markets in Shopify, but I hadn't launched New Zealand yet, so I was not expecting anyone from international to order. And then today, someone in New Zealand was on GPT searching about shower filters, and it led them to Watergo. I just wrote them a little note, gave them my favourite beef tallow moisturiser, and let them know that they're our first New Zealand order, and packaged it all up, and now it's going to go on its way to Kiwiland. We are edging closer to 1,000 orders quicker than I thought we were going to. Yeah, I thought we'd probably take a month. It looks like we're probably going to do it tomorrow. So, it should be fun. We did it. We went from launching in March last year, not being able to sell a single filter, to covering myself in cucumber. So 1,000 orders. It took us 3 weeks in the end, which is actually a week faster than I predicted. Originally, when we started Watergo, we had pretty unrealistic expectations. I think we thought in our first year we'd do well over 10,000 orders. I think one of the things that we had to figure out was, as Pixel Factory, we have an obligation to our clients, and this is something that we're building internally. So how do we utilize the team in a way that's not going to take too much away from the business? And that's been something that's been a bit tricky to manage. The next 12 months are probably going to be much bigger we've got more clear on our goals. We've got more clear on involvement from the team, a brand refresh happening. We're testing different markets. Yeah, this year is looking like it could be a fun one. I think the biggest lesson I've learned so far is that you can have a great product or you can have a great brand, but without both, you're really going to struggle. And I know that a lot of people have this kind of e-com mentality where you just find a good product, whack up an offer, 50% off, blah, 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 like urgency, all this different stuff. And you might sell some stuff, but longer term, that brand's probably going to die. Patience, really. Turning up every day and finding things and realizing that it is a much longer play.